Baseball time in the Windy City. Guaranteed Rate Field. It is the site of Game 2 of this three-game set between the Angels and the Chicago White Sox. Halos looking to make it 2 in a row after their nice comfort-behind victory last night. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West. He's Mark Gubiza, and I'm Victor Rojas. And last night we saw that Mike Trout had to come out of the game due to a toe injury. And the media got a chance to talk to him last night, and this is what he had to say after the game.
Felt a little bit, about the second inning, second inning, and just got worse. I've been dealing with it for, a little bit now, so just try to play through it. Just was really sore, so see how it goes tomorrow.
I'm sure, like most players, you want to be out there every single day.
I was grinding through it in my third and fourth inning, and it just it was getting to a point it was just affected how I was running, and wasn't comfortable. So.
Well, Mike's not back in the lineup tonight, so he's getting a day off at Gooby. Hopefully it's not something that's long-term.
Yeah, Victor, when his numbers, you think about that against the White Sox in this ballpark, you want to see Mike Trout in the lineup. You want to see Mike Trout in there anyhow as he gets closer and closer to the Angels record as far as home runs. Troy Gloss with 47. Just a couple away, just 5 away from 50. So hopefully Trouty will be back in there before too long.
I mentioned the Angels picked up the victory last night in comfort behind fashion. The long ball was prevalent, and one guy certainly over the last couple of days has been swinging the bat well. It's been Justin Upton.
Yeah, Victor, Justin Upton is really starting to swing the bat well. Take a look at our Coors Light refreshing finish on a cut fastball last night in the 9th inning. The go-ahead run, home run. You remember a cut fastball, the first swing of the season for Justin Upton was a home run up in Toronto. 12 home runs in 60 games for Justin Upton. 3 home runs in his last 5 games. He's starting to really swing the bat well. Talked about getting his timing together last night after the ball game. He's really getting it well, especially those pitches in the upper part of the strike zone.
Well, Luis Rengifo went deep, as did Brian Goodwin, to go along with Justin Upton's 9th inning home run when we return to Chicago. We're going to talk about Goody because he's been pretty good of late. Angels trying to take it, say. It was their first win of this road trip last night, and a nice victory that it was. Halos now at 66-76 on the season. And for game number 143, Brad Ausmus will run out the following lineup. David Fletcher leading things off at third base. Brian Goodwin is center field. Mentioned Trout is out of this game day-to-day. Upton's in left. Ohtani at DH. Pujols at first. Calhoun's in right. Simmons at short. Rengifo at second. And the former White Sox himself, Kevin Smith, batting ninth and doing the catching. 28-year-old right-hander, Pasadena, California native. Dylan Covey's on the mound. This will be his 17th appearance of the year and his 11th start.
Covey fastball 92-96 with those slide on occasion. Cut fastball, split changeup. My go-tos to have success against Dylan this evening in the approach at the plate is jump on him early. First inning, 15.58 ERA in the first inning, and barrel up his cutter throughout. Allowed a .333 batting average and a .650 slugging percentage versus his cut fastball when it's flat out over the plate. When he has that working towards the end of the bat, more effective for him. So make sure that's getting a lot of the plate as far as his cutter.
Check out the defense for the White Sox tonight, and it looks like this. The outfield remains the same as it did last night. Jimenez, Engel, and Cordell from left to right. Left side of the infield the same. Okada and Anderson. Yolmer Sanchez gets to start at second. Abreu at first. And Zach Collins behind the plate.
And Sanchez has been really solid as far as fielding percentage. 988 fielding percentage, second best in the American League. He's also turned 92 double plays at second base position. There's only been one other Gold Glove winner playing second base for the White Sox. Ellie Fox won it, so he would be in position to be just the second if he's able to win a Gold Glove at second base. He's been very good for the White Sox.
First one tonight is up and away, and ball one. Fletcher hitting .286, carrying a .343 on base percentage. Two balls, no strikes. Fletch last night 0 for 4. Did reach on a fielder's choice in the 8th inning. And that's the play that kind of turned things around. Aaron Bummer to bounce her back to the mound. It should have been a tailor-made double play to get him out of that inning. Instead, he only got one out. Then Goodwin hit the game-tying home run in the 8th.
You see that power fastball from Kobe. He can run it up there. 97. He's creating a little bit more movement already on his fastball this evening. It's something they've been trying to get him to get more movement on it.
Numbers in the big leagues have not been pretty for him. That one's on the corner, 2-2. 61 hits in 52+ innings. Not really a strikeout guy either. The numbers are way down for a guy that throws as hard as he does. At AAA threw the ball well, but you know how that goes. You could pitch well in the minor leagues and doesn't necessarily translate at the major league level. 2-2, a little soft liner beyond the reach of Anderson. Just did get a little bit of the leather on it. And it'll go as a base hit for Fletcher.
That's vintage David Fletcher putting the ball in play after some tough fastballs throughout that sequence. Gets a breaking ball, goes to the lower part of the strike zone, just off the top of the glove of Tim Anderson. It leaps up. Pretty good hops on there. Unable to catch that liner from Fletch.
So Goodwin at the plate now with Fletcher at first. Bryant ended up going 1 for 2 last night with that 2-run home run. Now with 45 runs batted in, he'll look at a strike.
That'll be the last first pitch fastball strike he'll take tonight. So quick on a fastball.
Decent lead for Fletcher at first. Punch through the left side, back-to-back hits with Anderson shading toward the middle. Goodwin takes advantage of it, and the Angels have a couple on for Upton.
Short through the baseball again for Goody. That baseball a little bit deeper. Such trust he has in his hands, especially versus a fastball. And it's a pretty good moving fastball too. Towards the end of the bat, didn't try to pull it, just punched it through the hole with the way the infield was set up. Angels in business already in the first inning for a pitcher that has really struggled in his first inning.
Upton takes a breaking ball in the dirt. Head of the count at 1-0. 220 batting average for Jay Up. 12 home runs and 40 runs batted in.
He's hit the cut fastball pretty well this year. Home run last night. Back to his first home run of the season was a cut fastball as well. Kobe has a pretty tough, nasty cutter.
One ball with strike. Mentioned the numbers at AAA for Kobe. 13 games, 11 starts, 2-1 with a 2.82 ERA. Originally in the A's system, a 4th-round pick at the University of San Diego back in 2013, and the White Sox took him as a Rule 5 selection prior to the 2017 season.
College teammate of Chicago Cub star Chris Bryant at San Diego.
Two on, couple of singles, Fletcher and Goodwin. One, two, missing down and away.
It's that hard cutter. Throwing a couple curveballs already.
Two. Upton to swing and a miss. One away.
So he goes that split change up. Straight downward action on the pitch. Looks like a strike. Splitter. Starts in the strike zone, ends up towards the dirt.
Shohei Ohtani last night, a couple of extra base hits, double and a triple. Shoots this one down the left field line. Jimenez not going to get there. It's a fair ball. Bounds off the netting. No, it's in play. 2 runs are going to come in to score as Goodwin just does get in there. Throw goes to the backstop, and Ohtani will take third.
Victor, I haven't really seen a left-handed batter that can go inside out and keep a ball fair as well as Shohei Ohtani down the line. A lot of times when you see a swing like that, it's going to hook foul, but he's able to keep that one fair again.
Shot went inside the bag last night for the double. He gets credit with the double here. It's a breaking ball too.
Staying back on it, and most times that's going to hook foul. He's able to keep that one fair as well as anybody. Kicks around, off balance throw by Anderson. A high throw, a good throw. You have a chance to get Goody at the plate instead of a 2-run double by Shohei. That's an error on the throw by Anderson as well. There's that ERA in the first inning. It just keeps jumping on him. 17 earned runs now in 9 innings pitched.
Albert fouls it off. Came out of the game 2 days ago, not feeling well. The night off last night. 253 average of 21 home runs and 84 runs batted in.
So far, his splitter's been a pretty solid pitch for him. Trout not in the lineup, but seeing some offense right away in the first inning. Goody, base hit the other way. Fletch, solid base hit himself. Shohei Ohtani doubles down the left field line.
Albert takes down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Calhoun on deck.
Well, how comfortable does Albert look in these situations right now in RBI spots?
Especially with the infield drawn in, you get an opportunity just to punch one out to the outfield grass. Pick up another RBI. And he'll take a call, strike 3. Fastball painted to the bottom part of the strike zone.
Really tough pitcher's pitch here. Lower part of the strike zone. Albert didn't think it was a strike. He was tracking everything pretty well on that at bat outside of the splitter in the dirt.
Cole, a 235 batting average. As a man at third base. Shift is on, 3 on the right side. Cole last time was batting in the number 3 spot. Went 0 for 4. 27 doubles to go with the 28 home runs as he fouls this one back. 0-2.
Already a career high as far as home runs. Just 2 away from getting to 30. With his splitter changeup so far against Cole. That up and in fastball, 0-2.
Two runs in. Halos with the early lead. Andrew Heaney will at least have a 2-run lead. He takes them out of the bottom of the first. 1-2 now to Cole. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrew Simmons, man on deck. 2-2. And he got him with a fastball. He had 3 strikeouts in the inning for Covey, but the Angels strike for a couple of runs off the bat of Shohei Ohtani.
Still amazing how he's able to keep that curveball with an inside-out approach fair down the left field line. Angels up 2-0.
2-0. Angels lead it here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll take a look at the White Sox lineup. It's the interim manager, Super Joe McEwing, putting out this lineup for game number 142 for the Sox. Anderson, Moncada, Abreu, the top third in the order. Jimenez, McCann, and Collins, with Collins behind the plate tonight. That's the middle third. Then you've got Engel, Sanchez, and Cordell rounding out the starting 9. Andrew Heaney's on the bump for the Angels. 15th start, 3-4. 4.160
Fastball 90-95 will throw a slider changeup. And that wasn't his fastball that we heard.
Tim Anderson takes a breaking ball for a strike.
Or maybe it was.
Anderson at .333. 16 home runs, 51 runs batted in. Multi-hit game last night, 2 for 4 with a single and a home run. He'll pull this one to left field toward the end of the bat. Upton not going to get there. Falls in for a hit.
My go-tos for Andrew Heaney to be successful against this White Sox lineup tonight. Let's go a little Dean Smith with a fastball. 4 corners, up and down, in and out with a fastball, firm fastball, and establish the feel for the slider early. He had a tough time last time out against Boston with the feel for the slider. Get it going early. But again, use that fastball inside throughout against this White Sox lineup.
Man off for Moncada. Switch hitting third baseman, hitting .294. Last outing for Heaney, took the loss. That was against Boston at home. Gave up 4 runs on 7 hits, worked 5 innings through 97 pitches. He did face the Sox on August the 15th and picked up the W. Moncada fouls it off. Six strikeouts in that performance for Andrew.
He's had 5 double plays turned behind him this year. See if we get one now.
Just above the strike zone. 2 balls and a strike. Speaking of the strike zone, John Lipka called the balls and strikes tonight. Carlos Torres at first, Angel Hernandez at second base, and Paul Nart at third. Two. Good location. Anderson with that base hit raises batting average at .335 as Heaney checks in on him. He's a stolen base threat with 16 on the year. The crowd tonight, Saturday night, overcast skies. Mild temperatures here in the Windy City. Oh, chopper to the right side. That is going to sneak through for a base hit. Rengifo is going to do the right job, cut it off. Anderson keeps on running. Double clutch by Rengifo, though. And that allows Anderson to get to third.
Yeah, if he quickly throws that, they're going to get him. This White Sox team is very aggressive running the base, not necessarily as far as stolen bases, but trying to go first to third. It's a good job by Rengifo to get to this baseball with the hustle. How far he's got to go with the shift on. A little bit of a stumble too as he tried to get that back plant foot. And Anderson able to slide in.
Looks like Mick Capra, the third base coach, threw up the stop sign on Anderson once he saw Rengifo pick up that ball, but that little hesitation allowed Anderson to take the extra 90 feet. So Like the Angels, the first two here in the bottom of the first on via the single. Jose Abreu, first baseman up. Fouls it back.
Camper throwing up that stop sign. Anderson never even looked his way. He's looking back to see where Rengifo was, if he was going to get to that baseball or not. He thought it was going to get through into the outfield.
I think once Nick put up the stop sign, that's when you see Anderson turn around like, well, wait a second. Now you got to just keep going. And maybe that's what threw Luis off a little bit.
Yeah, if he's quick on that throw with his throwing arm, he's going to get him at third. And you're talking about a tough RBI machine at the plate now, and Jose Abreu, 107.
.107, tied for the league lead at the start of the day with Rafael Devers. Tanner Bogaerts is at 105. Bogaerts picking up his career hit number 1,000 tonight. 1-1. 1-2. Halos with 2 on the top of the first. Heaney trying to avoid that here at the bottom of the inning. Nobody out, 2 on.
That fastball and that delivery on the fastball, you would think Andrew Heaney's going to go right back to that pitch. Not necessarily out over the plate. He missed that last one out over the plate. It's probably looking slider. He might be able to punch a fastball in above the belt.
That's lined out to center field. Goodwin comes in, has to go back, makes the casual catch. A sac fly allows Anderson to come in to score. 108th RBI this season for Abreu as the Sox get on the board.
Didn't get that one in quite as much as he had wanted to. The right pitch, the right idea, but just not quite the execution. See, it's out over the plate, and he hits the ball very, very well. Out over the plate, brought his hands up, and he hit that ball hard to center. Sac fly, 108 RBIs on the season for Abreu. Not quite in enough.
One out. Eloy Jimenez, the left fielder at the plate. Rookie outfielder hitting .252 on the season. 24 home runs and 58 RBIs. Picked up an RBI last night, even though he went 0 for 4. But did so on the ground down in the first inning. Pretty good hack at that fastball.
He likes the pitches out over the plate, whether it's an all-speed pitch or a fastball. Look at his home runs, a center field to right center. That's where his power is. We saw that in Anaheim, the Big A.
Abreu, the leader now. It's a career high for him. Free agent to be, but everything seems to be that the White Sox would like to bring him back. 0-2. Plays off the breaking ball.
This White Sox team, pretty good core of young players. Needed that veteran Abreu around him. Moncada, since moving over to third base, has really turned into a solid all-around player, both playing some solid defense at third, but really hitting the ball well.
Got him with the off-speed pitch. 2 down.
Good changeup. If you're going to throw a changeup to these White Sox hitters, you got to make sure it's out of the strike zone when it gets to the plate. That's exactly what it was, thrown by Andrew Heaney.
James McCann DHing tonight after catching last night. 0 for 3 with a walk. .272 batting average, 16 home runs. He's driven home 53. He's got Moncada over at first. 2-1 Angels, bottom of the first.
Well, yeah, Moncada with 8 stolen bases. Kevin Smith, who the White Sox are very familiar with behind the plate, is throwing at 19% of base stealers.
Moncada's on the move, a swing and a miss. No throw from Smith as he bobbles the ball in the dirt.
Trying to be quick on the transfer. All speed pitch. Moncada picked the right pitch to go on. Had a pretty good jump as well. 9 stolen base. 60th stolen base as a team for the White Sox.
No balls, 2 strikes.
There's been some action in this first inning already, Victor. Both sides. 5 total hits between the 2 teams in the first inning.
Rengifo shading toward the middle. With McCann up, Pujols off the line at first. It's a pretty good break to his breaking ball tonight. McCann's been fairly consistent with the 2-out RBIs. It's 28 of them this year, which is second on the Sox to Jose Abreu. That's 40. 2-out runs batted in. 2-2. So Heaney will throw at least 20 pitches. Kobe got over that mark at the top of the first inning. Now the 2-2. Late on the fastball.
Still haven't been able to get that fastball inside, which he's been trying to do. The Angels in general have not been real successful as far as pitching inside. And when you look at this White Sox lineup, you have to do that. You have to get that fastball inside. It's Doug White looking on, writing that down as far as mislocation of a fastball.
How could you get that fastball in? I mean, is there something you could do from a mechanical standpoint?
And I think it's going to have to come down to even the catcher and Kevin Smith even setting further off on the inside part of the plate to make sure you don't miss out.
Line to the left center field. That was an off-speed pitch. It hung. McCann gets the RBI. He'll head to second. Has himself a double. We're tied at 2. You know, I go back to the previous pitch, Gooby, on that fastball. McCann was tardy on it. I mean, that thing was on the first base side. And then all of a sudden, you basically helped him out with the off-speed pitch.
We said it last night. The hitters will tell you what they're looking for and how comfortable they are in the batter's box. And they hit changeups well, and he hits a changeup there at the heart of the plate after being late on the fastball. So you're basically speeding up his bat.
Yep.
Now, location wasn't there as well, but still, fastball. You know you missed that over the plate. Get that fastball inside.
I mean, twice in the at-bat, he showed that he could not catch up to the fastball. So that 2-0 lead evaporates here in the bottom of the first. Man in scoring position, and Zach Collins at the plate, the catcher. Collins will take a strike. 4 for 34 in the big leagues this season. White Sox first round pick at the University of Miami. The U. That was in 2016. Played 88 games at AAA, hit .282 with 19 home runs and 74 runs batted in. He'll take a breaking ball downstairs to even the count.
Hernandez has been really, really good in his career versus the White Sox, and if you look back at those games, his ability to run that fastball middle part of the plate up inside on a consistent basis. Start it in, run it off the plate.
Two balls, two strikes. Collins picked up his first major league hit. His first career at bat. That was at Texas. Two. Fouled off. Good lead for McCann at second. Nobody holding him on. Collins pops it up. Fletcher underneath it. Sox strike for two. We're tied at 2. Heading to the second. Football coverage. Follow @PrepZone on Twitter. We've got all the best highlights, exclusive player interviews, features, and more. A lot of Angel fans on that first base side, as there was last night, or were last night. I don't see the sombreros though. Not yet.
I saw them today. They said
with the sombrero?
No, they didn't have it on. I said, what are you doing? It was a W last night. I said, well, we're changing up. I do have their Angels gear on again.
Bottom third of the order, and Simmons, Rengifo, and Smith. Andrelton hitting .262. Hitless last night. 3 ground ball outs and a fly out. Did get an RBI. A few times to see Andrelton show bunt. One and two. Covey gave up 3 hits, 2 runs in that first inning, but also struck out 3. 2 swinging, 1 looking. Imagine those are the innings as a starting pitcher. You're sitting there going, all right, back to square one. 0-0 game.
Yeah, you scratch out that first inning. You had your troubles in the first inning, yet you're still basically tell yourself 0-0 game now.
Although it's not as if that first inning was awful for him. A little soft liner off the glove of Anderson. Goodwin just kind of punching one through the left side with the shift on. Ohtani's ball was squared up. And you also picked up 3 strikeouts. So you got to feel pretty good about yourself.
Yeah.
Never fun giving up 2 runs, but
especially with a man on third and Albert Pujols at the plate, and you got to call third strike.
Tried to go back inside like he did to Pujols.
White Sox staff will pitch inside a lot with their fastball.
back toward the middle, but with that shift on, Yolmer makes the catch for the first down.
Another inside pitch, but an all-speed pitch. A Hyundai key for the game today with Luis and Rengifo come to the dish, going sticks, rocking the paradise. Going to have to score some runs. Scored a couple in the first. White Sox came right back with 2. Powered last night. Rengifo hit his 7th home run of the season. Goodwin and Upton all home runs. The Angels with 202 home runs on the season. I had to see a few more of those tonight. And Kobe's given up quite a few. 11 of them in 52 innings coming into this season. And that's a 97-mile-an-hour fastball against the All-Star Lucas Giolito. Other way for Rengifo, an impressive at bat.
Right side, Sanchez has to come in on it. Rengifo retired for round number 2.
Solid play by Sanchez, coming in on that baseball with Rengifo running down line, got rid of it quickly on the transfer. It's been solid at second base for the White Sox.
Here's Kevin Smith. 2 outs, nobody on. 4 straight retired by Kobe. Kevin a .218 average, 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. The White Sox took him in the 7th round of the 2011 draft at the University of Pittsburgh. The White Sox played 146 games at .281 for them. Last year at .292. White Sox put him on waivers, and the Angels claimed him off waivers in late October.
Always good as far as hit the ball the other way. You can tell by the outfield the way they're set up against Kevin Smith. He's looking to turn on some more pitches, though.
Two balls and 1 strike. That would have been a pretty good pitch to turn on.
Yeah, that's a little cutter that backed up on Kobe.
Kevin, a career .310 hitter here in this ballpark through 77 games, 5 home runs and 31 RBIs. Two. A tough season for Kevin overall, with 3 stints on the injured list. That's pulled to left. Tried to go back inside. Kevin picks up the 2-out single. Kobe wasn't happy with himself.
Yeah, that was an all-speed pitch. He got more of the plate than he wanted to. A splitter. That's throwing a splitter about 23% of the time against right-handed batters in these counts. He threw one. His wrist flattened out. Same thing with the pitch. Becomes a very hittable pitch. Kevin Smith brings his hands in and lines it to left field.
Fletcher 1 for 1 with a base hit. That'll even the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Kobe, much like Heaney, will be in the bottom of the 2nd, hoping for a quick inning. Both facing the 6 batters in that first. This will be his 40th pitch here. Fletcher fouls it off.
Big side there from David Fletcher. That's his zone at upper third. Did a nice job of going down and getting a curveball. His first at bat and landed off the glove of Tim Anderson, a shortstop, for a base hit.
On the move is Kevin Smith. The throw from his knees by Collins sails into center. Kevin picks up the stolen base.
It's his second, season 56th stolen base for the Angels. Now in scoring position for David Fletcher, who's very good with runners in scoring position.
All right, Collins is set up. He wasn't even anticipating a stolen base.
See if he goes with a splitter here again, like he did with Smith.
Popped up. Anderson squeezes it for the third out. Bottom of the second. That's where we're headed. We're tied at 2. Cleveland Indians 3. Off day on Thursday, and then the Tampa Bay Rays in town for a 3-game set Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, Tampa trying to come back against Toronto in the 6th inning. Down by 1, but they have a couple base runners on.
12 home games left. Wrap up the last week with Oakland with 2 and Houston for 4. Adam Engel, Yolmer Sanchez, Ryan Cordell. It's the bottom third of the order for the Sox here in the second.
See some pretty good pitching staffs the rest of the way through. Cleveland, Tampa, the Astros, of course, Oakland again, and then the Yankees. Yankees in that battle for the best record in baseball with the Astros and the Dodgers.
Don't look now, but I think the Braves were, what, 3 games back of the Dodgers for the best record in the National League? Check swing, and he did not go. It's 1-2.
Yeah, they've won 8 in a row. See if he went. No. As much as that pains me to say that. Did not go.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Just off the plate, a full count. Adam Engel hitting .230 on the season. 11 extra base hits, 3-2, and that's out toward right center field. Ball's carrying a little bit tonight toward that way. Now it gets knocked down. See that wind all of a sudden? We saw it last night. Who was it? Abreu? No, Jimenez hit a ball that looked like off the bat was going to go, and all of a sudden,
and he just kind of running along towards the wall. That was Cole Calhoun who made a play on him.
Yep. 1 down now.
Usually that's a jet stream at the right center. Another pitch out over the plate, and you cannot do that against the White Sox. They are very good, whether it's fastballs or all-speed pitches out over the plate.
All right, take this for what it's worth. Sanchez, a switch hitting second baseman, takes a breaking ball down and in. Wouldn't you at least try to hit a batter? A right-handed batter? Yeah. You're not trying to hit him. You're not trying to hurt anybody, but you're trying to get yourself to that release point, to the full extension where you need to be on the glove side in order to pitch in on righties. Correct?
Even sometimes you just tell, okay, I'm going to hit him. You might not even hit him, but it's going to force you to get to that side of the plate. Get your body turned and your shoulder in position.
I've been there. I'm going to try to hit somebody and not be able to hit him.
I wish I could say that worked for me.
Shallow right field. Rengifo gives way to Calhoun. 2 down.
And the reason why we keep talking about this, you look at the numbers for the White Sox as far as what they have done and what they haven't done, really. Success rate against pitches on the inside part of the plate. Just a .231 batting average. That's 22nd in Major League Baseball. On base percentage, slugging percentage, OPS. Basically, they don't hit the ball well on the inside part of the plate. That's why you have to pitch inside against these guys. When they get their hands extended, I mean, when you have that kind of numbers on all speed pitches, that's pretty amazing.
Yep.
You're supposed to get hitters out with all speed pitches, but they're not making adjustments on inside pitches. They're waiting outside looking for all speed pitches, but the Angels have not really got inside there enough yet, whether it's Andrew Heaney or even Dylan Peters last night.
It's almost to the point where they have gone, and we've talked about it a couple of times this year, they themselves as hitters have gone to the reverse, right? So you're no longer anticipating a fastball, especially in a full count situation or deep in the count.
Yeah.
You're more likely getting a breaking ball, and that's what their mentality is. This one's lifted out toward right center field, chasing Goodwin back. And again, not enough. A 1-2-3 second. We're tied at 2.
After Payton, 34.
Top of the third, tied at 2. 2, 3, and 4 for the Halos. Goodwin, Upton, and Ohtani. Probably getting to start at center for Mike Trout. Came out of the game with sore toe last night. Been dealing with it for a couple of days, he said. For a while, to use his term. Sometimes it feels good. Sometimes you can play through it. Others, not so much.
Yeah, he said it doesn't bother him swinging the bat, so there's always that possibility that Trout could be used at a point in the game just to swing the bat and drive one here in this ballpark, which he's done so well.
Goodwin punched a base hit through the left side of the first inning and scored one of the 2 runs.
That's the normal Mike Trout talking to everybody. Everyone said, please get him back in the lineup. Please get him back in the lineup as quick as possible, Adam.
It's off the body. 2-2. There's no doubt he's going to win. Well, I should say no doubt because you never know, but there's no reason why he should not be receiving his 3rd MVP award this offseason. He'd be joining some elite company at that point. Be the 11th man ever to win 3 or more MVPs.
He just turned 28 last month.
Yep. Bonds, of course, leads away with 7. Then Pujols, A-Rod, Schmidt, Mantle, Berra, Campanella, Musial, DiMaggio, and Jimmy Fox, all with 3. It's pretty good company.
Yeah.
AP knows about that company.
Oh, yes.
3-2 foul back. Reset it, do it again. You know, a lot of this, especially the second half, we've been talking about DJ LeMahieu, Rafael Devers. You know who should really get a lot of consideration, and he'll get some votes, but clearly it's Trout's to win, is Alex Bregman.
Yeah.
Of the Astros.
All of a sudden, he's getting close to 100 runs, 100 walks, 100 RBIs.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at his numbers overall, and really from start to finish, I mean, you can look at batting average, it's not sexy or anything like that, but the production numbers have been insanely good for him and consistent.
And they've had some key components out of their lineup for stretches of time, too. Very deep lineup.
Yep.
But still some key guys have been out, from Altuve, Correa, Springer. Good at bat there for Goodwin.
Gurriel came out of the game last night. Expected to miss the next couple of games. Springer's been cleared for baseball activities. A little mild concussion that happened in Milwaukee earlier this week. He banged his head up against the wall in center field.
There's been some key players going down now at a tough point in the season as you try to get in the postseason. Javier Baez for the Chicago Cubs. Looks like he's going to miss some time.
Tough break.
Good one there. Yeah, the thumb.
Up to late on that one. Fouls it off. How about Pineda, Michael Pineda for the Minnesota Twins? That's a big blow for them.
Yep.
Suspended today, 60 games, no postseason. Drug test.
He's throwing the ball well for them too.
Free agent to be as well. Upton struck out swinging in the first. Behind here at 0-2.
That means Pineda will be missing a big chunk of the start of next season.
Yeah, roughly what, 20, depends on the schedule, make us with 22, 23 games left, maybe, if that.
And Chase a splitter last at bat in the first inning with a chance. Couple on.
Walk by Goodwin, the first issued by Kobe. Ohtani on deck. One, two. Way outside, and it gets away. Overthrown breaking ball. Goodwin advances to second on the wild pitch.
Collins didn't quite get that glove turned the right way to be able to try to keep that close to the plate. Very difficult to be able to turn your glove that way.
Kind of a late read by him as well.
RBI opportunity now for Upton.
Full count.
Tough first inning, fairly quick second inning for Kobe here, struggling here with strikes. "56 pitches already."
Got him to reach for it. Both starters tonight have struggled to really finish off a hitter that they've gotten ahead of.
Imagine right now Upton's going to get a fastball.
Upton flares one out to shallow center field, and that's going to fall in for a hit. Goodwin, not a very good read. Only can advance to third. If he reads that off the bat, he scores easily.
And that's a fastball in. As a club, they pitch inside well. And the Angels haven't really necessarily hit inside pitches all that well, but enough with that bat on the baseball to get that flared into center field for Upton. Engel charged that one, and then to stop and read at that point, you might as well go, because if he catches it anyhow, you're going to be out.
Get doubled up at second base. Exactly. First and third, nobody out. Ohtani at the plate.
Sliced a double down the left field line in his first at bat on a curveball. So he's had 2 doubles and a triple the last 2 nights.
Double his 20th. RBIs 56 and 57 as he takes inside. That is launched out to deep left field. A no doubt about it. Big fly, Ohtani-san. 3-run shot, towering out to left field. 5-2. Halos.
Shohei is back. 2 doubles, triple home run. Last 2 games, 5 RBIs already. We're in the 3rd inning. Shohei Ohtani is our top tier play, brought to you by Arco. High fastball drifting out over the plate, and he lifts it with some power to left. Going the other way. And that's way out to left field for Shohei Ohtani. A left-handed batter going that far. Now, right now, a career high as far as RBI. 60. Showtime is back. For 5 RBI, a career high for Shohei Ohtani.
Albert struck out looking in the first, takes a strike, and is behind here at 0-2 as action begins in the White Sox bullpen. Walk, single, home run. That's pulled the left, base hit for Albert on an 0-2 count. By the way, that home run by Ohtani, that's going into that win that we were talking about.
That's how strong he is. Albert, so much better when he's playing first base as far as all his numbers across the board as compared to when he's DH this year. 269, all 21 home runs when he's played first base. It's a great moment right there. 2 batters that can drive in runs. It's been pretty similar as far as what they've done in their early part of their careers as far as home runs and RBIs as well. Pujols, no home runs. It's 179 as a designated hitter this year.
That ball gets away from Collins, and Pujols will take second. Second wild pitch of the inning.
Splitter hits to that front of the plate and then redirects off the mask of Collins.
Cole struck out of the first. 2-0. (5-2). Halos lead it here in the 3rd inning. Two balls, 2 strikes. Mentioned there's action in the Sox pen. Carson Fulmer, first man up. Full count.
Quite a few full counts in this inning. Simba waiting on deck.
Calhoun chases the pitch out of the strike zone for the first out.
Chased a high cutter.
Angels to line down to Moncada leading off the second. Or pardon me, to Sanchez leading off the second. And he'll sky one out the left. But Menace underneath it. That ball drifting back toward the infield. 2 down.
It's a pretty good indication how well that ball was hit by Shohei Ohtani. Ball was hit pretty hard off the bat by Simba. Looked like it was going to go deeper than that. Menace has to come back into the baseball as they got him higher in the air, knocked down by the wind.
Two outs. Pujols still at second. Luis Rengifo 0 for 1. 7th man to come to the plate here in the 3rd inning. Three-run home run for Shohei. First home run in 15 games. And just his 3rd in the 49 games since the All-Star break.
That's now 4 extra base hits in the last 2 nights for Ohtani.
Two balls, 1 strike. Three and 1. Kevin Smith on deck. Wouldn't be surprised if Covey's last batter.
Yeah, I like his arm, Kobe, but
Yeah.
you can see him. He has a tough time throwing that cutter. We'll leave that out over the plate. Like his movement on his fastball, velocity. Pitch inside will run that fastball away against left-handed batters as well, but he's having a tough time with that cutter.
And a walk.
Came back with it again and out of the strike zone.
Joe McEwing's coming out, it looks like. That's going to be it for Covey. 75 pitches for the right-hander. Joe, the interim skipper for Rick Renteria, who had rotator cuff surgery yesterday, making the pitching change. Our first of the ball game. We're in the 3rd. Angels up 5-2, courtesy of that Shohei Ohtani blast to left.
Impressive swing. That's a high fastball as well. A little bit even at above the strike zone. Power swing the other way. Ohtani with 5 RBIs tonight.
Pujols at second at 2 outs. Rengifo at first. And Carson Fulmer is on in relief. 16th game. 1-1 with a .566 earned run average. Former first-round pick of the White Sox out of Vanderbilt. 2015. Florida native. Is 25 years of age. Pitched at AAA this year. 24 games all out of the bullpen.
So he's got a pretty firm fastball, 91, 95. Will throw a cutter as well, curveball, and also a changeup.
Homer dealt with a hamstring issue this year on the injured list. Kevin fouls that one back off the glove of Collins. No balls, 2 strikes. Kevin with a single and a stolen base in the second. So he's 1 for 1 on the evening. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the yellow ribbon on Kevin's jersey, and see sweatbands on the umpires as well. Major League Baseball, its 4th season. Child Cancer Research Awareness Day today. So players and umpires throughout the league sporting the yellow.
It's really good to see that.
Two balls, 2 strikes on Kevin Smith. 2 outs. 5-2 Angels. We're in the 3rd inning. So another pitcher that's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Quite a few cutters in the sequence as well. Hard to get that call to strike when you started on a corner. Umpire reads that off the plate.
Runners will get a head start. Smith fouls it off.
Pretty good sized crowd here tonight.
Yep. The old giveaways. Another payoff, and Smith walks. Get ahead 0-2. That's got to be the most frustrating thing for a pitching coach or a manager. You're brought in to get the final out, and then you get ahead and you lose them.
Trying to be too fine when the hitter's on the defensive.
So Fletcher will come to the plate, 9th man to step up here in this 3rd. No place to put him. Pujols at 3rd base, Rengifo at 2nd, and Smith at 1st.
Yeah, Fletcher 375 with the bases loaded.
Check swing foul. Tried to hold up.
Also a 346 career hitter with the bases loaded. So Fletcher very comfortable in this spot.
Every one of those pitches that he's thrown, not even close to being a strike.
Starts towards that outside part of the plate, when it's cut in action like that, there's no way you're going to get a hitter to chase it. If you're going to throw a cutter, it's got to be at least middle away and then go towards the outside part of the plate. Otherwise, hitters are just going to lay off it and force you to throw a regular 4-seam fastball.
It's a borderline pitch, goes Fletcher's way. 2-1. Shohei with a 3-run home run earlier this inning. Three balls, 1 strike. Pujols not going anywhere.
Fletcher with 14 RBIs with the bases loaded, 2nd in the club to Mike Trout in that category as far as driving and runs. Bases loaded. Good count to look for a pitch in his zone, that upper 3rd of the strike zone, which he loves so much.
Walked him. 6-2. Fletcher picks up his 44th RBI. Here comes Don Cooper.
Now make that 15 RBIs with the bases loaded for Fletch.
Base is still loaded, and Brian Goodwin will be coming to the plate. It's the 4th walk the Angels have picked up in this inning.
We have a tough time controlling and throwing that cutter close to the strike zone.
Well, then throw a four-seam fastball for a strike. I don't know. It just would make sense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Angels certainly take it. But am I missing something? Am I overcomplicating things? Maybe throw something else?
Yeah. Whatever you could throw in the strike zone,
whatever you're
might help you out.
If you're Don Cooper, now where you say, hey man, whatever you, no pressure, whatever you want to throw.
Yeah, just throw a strike.
The 1-0.
He came back with another cutter.
Yeah,
and he was fortunate to get Goody out front.
He was looking for that fastball. He thought he was going to get it there.
The old conversation with the pitching coach. Hey, will you please throw strikes? Babe Ruth is no longer with us now. Challenge him.
And a wild pitch. Here comes Rengifo. Halos add another one. That's the 3rd wild pitch of this inning. Runners at 2nd and 3rd now.
It's another one of those cutters.
Two balls, one strike. Goodwin hits one out toward right center field. This one chasing Engel back to the wall, and he will make the catch. It seemed like it just died toward the end there. Goody gave it a ride, but not enough.
Yeah, he was looking for home run number 17 on the season, but Engel is a very good outfielder as far as getting back on the baseball just in front of the wall and controlled it. Angels up 7-2. AWS, 3rd inning for Shohei Ohtani with 2 on. Fastball upper part of the strike zone the other way. Highest pitch he has hit out of the ballpark. Pitch height 3.5 feet. Previous high as far as a home run ball he's hit, the highest pitch. Back on May 5th. Under that spot, July 5th, I should say, for Shohei Ohtani, the highest pitch he's ever hit out of the ballpark. 3 feet 55 inches. Job by Shohei bringing those hands up and driving it out the other way. 2 really good at bats. Halfway through the cycle with a double and a home run for Showtime.
Top of the order for Chicago here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Anderson, Mikado, and Abreu gets Andrew Heaney with a 1-2-3 second. Tim Anderson with a base hit to left field. The bottom of the 1st and also scored.
Always got to be careful with a slider against Tim Anderson.
Count remains at a ball and 2 strikes.
And right back in with another slider against him. I like that pitch. Even in the pregame show, we were talking about how, even watch him in batting practice, how he looks out over the plate, tries to get his arms extended, fastball in, and he jammed him. See how he's looking out over the plate.
Down goes Anderson. Second strikeout of the night for Andrew. One away.
One of the few times an odd swing for Anderson because of the fastball in the previous pitch. Fastball in the previous pitch. Jammed him. Uncomfortable. Have to be aware of that. Followed up by a changeup. Fading away. Swing and miss. That's coming from a hitter that hits a changeup and slider very well. But because of the fastball in the hands, he had to be aware of it. Take a look at our stats with Lowe's as far as pitching inside. The lowest percentage of pitches inside in Major League Baseball as far as the staff. The Angels, the least amount on the inside pitch at 25.4%. And there is why you pitch inside. The Indians are in there, Mariners, Orioles, and Yankees as far as lowest percentage of inside pitches. That inside pitch that Tim Anderson set up that changeup away.
Ground ball. That's the shift on. Rengifo has it. 2 down. So 6 straight retired by Andrews since the double to McCann in the first inning.
See, that wasn't necessarily squared up as well. A couple good pitches on the inner half. Set up back-to-back batters. One a strikeout. That one a ground out for Heaney.
Abreu with a sac fly in the first inning, picking up his 108th run batted in. That hit him. He's trying to pitch inside at the very least. 2 out, hit by a pitch, puts a man on. With Jimenez coming to the plate.
And trying to go inside. Ends up hitting him. And you notice the target by Kevin Smith. He was making sure he got that pitch inside. It went a little bit further in off than he wanted to. But still, you get what Smith was setting up. Setting the target off the plate in. But you didn't leave that out over the plate. Two together, a lot of home runs, a lot of RBIs, very similar as far as most years with 25 or more home runs, 100+ RBIs. Pujols, Joe DiMaggio, and Jose Abreu.
Bouncer to third, Fletcher across the diamond. Heaney, I should say, with a shutdown inning. We're through 3. 7-2 Angels. Shohei Ohtani through his first 2 at-bats. He is on deck. He'll follow Justin Upton, and Pujols will follow Shohei. Double and a home run for Show. Faux Show. Up to 1 for 2. Strikeout in the first inning. Flared a single out to center field in the third.
It was wonderful to come right back to his cut fastball. There's no reason why he wouldn't use his fastball itself, straight fastball. They come back with it again, this time inside part of the plate.
Bouncer toward third. Okada off balance throw, retires Upton for the first down.
Okada looks a lot more comfortable at third base than he did at second. That's a pretty nice play. On the move. Firm throw to the first base.
Double down the left field line in the first inning. 20th double of the year. Home run to left. 403 feet. 17th home run of the season. That was 60 RBIs.
It's one off his career high as far as RBI, career high in a game with 5 tonight. 61 RBIs last year, 60 this season so far.
Hits this one toward the middle, base hit. So a 3-hit game for Shohei. Now a triple shy of the cycle.
You did it earlier this year in Tampa. Off speed pitch, this time he turns on it. Well, his balance has been really good tonight. And really, you go back to the last couple of nights. As quickly as he got around the bases for a triple last night, there's that strong possibility. We're only in the 4th inning. And he's got 5 triples this season.
Albert 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 3rd inning. Halo sending 10 men to the plate. Gets Covey the starter and Fulmer the reliever. All 7 runs on the board for the Angels charged to Dylan Covey. He went 2 2/3 tonight. There goes Shohei. He had a huge jump. Not even close.
His 12th stolen base. No chance at all for Collins behind the plate.
One. Albert pulls it foul. 8 hits for the Angels through 3+ innings. Nobody holding Ohtani on as Albert yanks that one way foul.
Shohei Ohtani with 10 stolen bases last year, caught 4 times. This year, 12 stolen bases, caught 3 times. That's a tough pitch.
Yep.
It's a pretty good spot to throw a fastball. The unhittable spot right on the outside part of the plate at the knees. At the mercy of the home plate umpire.
Two-two pitch. Albert breaks his bat, rolls one to third. 2 down.
We'll go back to Shohei Ohtani again. 42 extra base hits. Season last year, 45. Very similar amount of at-bats in games as well.
Cole Calhoun coming to the plate, and that's going to be it with 2 outs. Here in the 4th, the pitching change. Angels on top. Up at a 2. Cole Calhoun will face Jace Fry, the left-hander. This will be his 59th appearance. 2-4 with a 5.32 ERA. Cole twice has struck out tonight. Both times against Dylan Covey.
Probably 90-95 fastball. Also throws a cutter, curveball, slider, changeup.
One ball, one strike. Got a souvenir. Happy camper. Dribbler up the first base line, and smart play by Abreu to see if that ball would come back.
Cole chased on a slider from Fry. You see a swing like that, more than likely you're going to see another slider if you're Cole.
One, two. Got another one. I think if this slider was considered elite, that he would consider calling it the Frieder.
Why wouldn't you?
Right? The Jace Frieder slider.
Just let them play. Work
They're
that
kids.
In. Yep.
It's their game. It's their world, Gooby. Down goes Cole. And the Angels leave a man in scoring position. We're off to the bottom of the 4th. It's 7-2. Angels on top. Just about that time of year.
Yep.
When do they drop the puck for the first time? Legitimately.
Regular season, I think it's like October 2nd, 3rd range.
It's crazy.
Camps are about ready to open up. The young players are already in camps. The rookies.
James McCann, Zach Collins, and Adam Engel to face Andrew Heaney in the White Sox half of the 4th. The Heen Dog with a couple of strikeouts. 3 hits allowed, all 3 happening in the 1st, and he's also hit about it. McCann with a double and an RBI in the 1st inning.
Starting to see him more consistent as far as trying to get inside and not missing out over the plate. That was pretty close to a strike.
Two balls, two strikes.
It's amazing to swing after a pitch inside you'll get from the batter. If you're looking out over the plate all day long, you're very comfortable no matter what the pitch is going to be thrown to you.
Breaking ball, got him looking. Locked him up pretty well. Third strikeout for Andrew. That's the first out here in the fourth.
Overall, solid sequence by Heaney against McCann, who doubled off him his first at bat. Got him with a slider, inside part of the plate. Had thrown a fastball just off the inside corner 2 pitches before that. So he had to be aware of it as a hitter, not able to get the arms extended. Laid on a fastball away, locked up on a slider in.
Collins popped out in the first. 4 for 35 for the first time through the big leagues. He's an offensive player. No balls, two strikes. Breaking ball locked him up. So he's got a feel for that all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's getting that slider feel back. On top of it, late break. Sharp type break to a slider. Back-to-back batters looking on a slider. 4th strikeout overall for Heaney. 2nd looking in a row. 2 swinging.
Adam Engel, a fly ball to center field in the second.
Boy, does he have a feel for a slider now.
One, two. Popped up shallow right. Cole is there. Heaney with a quick 1, 2, 3, 4th. We're off to the 5th. Game with this 3-game picked up the opener last night by the final of 5-4. Lead this one currently 7-2. Jace Fry, who came in and got the final out of the 4th, stays out there for the 5th, at least to start. And Simmons grounding onto Yoan Moncada, who does a nice job sliding, gets up quickly, got rid of it. Retiring Simmons for the first out.
A comfort zone at third base for the youngster. Moncada range and quickly gets up. Strike over to first base. The offensive numbers have been there. The defense starting to add up for him as well at third base. Been busy tonight.
Rengifo 0 for 1. Ground out and a walk. He's also scored a run. 2-0. Inside. Kevin Smith on deck. Kevin's been on board twice. It's his former mates. Full boat.
And he's picked up a stolen base. Second of the year. He's got 3 career stolen bases, 2 this season.
And he got him to chase it. 2 down. Smith with a single and a walk.
Youngster having a good time at the game.
Yeah. Although I didn't see one of the replica home run chains that they gave away today. Two balls, 1 strike. There they are. Blingity bling.
Yeah, solid look there.
I think you could definitely pull that off.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. Especially the way you like to wear tube socks with your shorts. That would be killer.
That would be solid. That would. Oh, yeah.
You told me at the beginning of the year you were going to make tube socks come back in style.
Hey, if anybody can do it, I think I can.
Just, as long as they're the ones with the just the 2 colored stripes around the top.
Yes.
And definitely not too high.
No.
They got to go mid calf.
No, it's just right.
3-2. And Kevin works a walk. He's been on board 3 times. 2 out, free pass.
I was thinking how solid that would look.
He gone.
He's thinking about my socks at that moment.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to take a little snooze.
It's true love.
Yep.
Get off me.
So wake up and go to sleep.
Oh, man. Fletcher, a single pop up and a walk. Bases loaded, walk in the 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait till next year when you try to bring back the corduroy OP shorts.
Oh, yes.
With the socks.
Yes. I can do it. Never give up.
Never ever.
Nope. Trendsetter. Hashtag.
Watch out. Fletch having to skip rope to get out of that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Picked up an RBI with a bases loaded walk for Fletch. 44 RBIs. Also was a single run scored. Yep.
And Fletcher works the walk, so back-to-back 2-out free passes. 6 walks in the game by the White Sox pitchers. First and second. Goodwin at the plate. Goody narrowly missing a home run in the 3rd inning. He had 2 plate appearances in that 3rd inning, as did Fletcher. Brian 1 for 2 on the evening.
He's going to miss by a lot now.
Action of the Sox pen. Goodwin with a 2-ball 1-strike count.
Nice play on the redirect off the wall by a fan below us.
Jose Ruiz getting ready. Two.
It's off a pretty tough slider.
And he takes the pitch on the inside part of the plate. He's angry with himself because he had a pitch to drive. The Angels leave a couple on, but still on top. We hear the bottom of the 5th.
Oh yes.
Like a good McGruff the Crime Dog
Yeah.
video.
And we got Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man.
8, 9, and 1 coming up for the Sox. Sanchez, Cordell, and Anderson. Heaney with a 1, 2, 3, 4th.
Drop his elbow just a tad on that changeup.
That's pulled foul. Count remains at 1-2.
I think that it's a good time to run that fastball up.
Looked like he went around, and he did. Gets rung up. Hard slider down and in.
Take a look at our tools of the trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks. But the need of getting the fastball in and not missing location early on for Andrew. You see the target being set by Smith in and missed it out over the plate, not once but a couple times early in the game, and he's paid for some good swings against him. And that's the thing you have to do against the White Sox. You have to get the ball in, and that's what he did against Tim Anderson, and then he followed up with a changeup away, get a swing. And all of a sudden, over the last couple of innings, Heendog has settled down, got the fastball in, and throwing a nasty slider as well. No walks, 5 strikeouts at 4 1/3 for Heendog, including that first pitch inside there as well.
Pulled down the line. That is a fair ball. On his way to second is Cordell. He has his 8th double of the season. First hit allowed by Heaney since the first.
Get down and track that breaker ball. Hooked it right in the corner. That one just a little more of the plate than he wanted to. He wanted that to start on the inside corner and break off. Very difficult to keep that one fair, but enough of the plate for Cordell to be able to line that one just inside the chalk line.
In the dirt, gets away from Smith. Wild pitch. Cordell will take third.
I don't know how that's going to end up being a wild pitch. That's either a cross up or didn't see it, because that was pretty close to a strike. It's a tough wild pitch.
I agree with you. That's absolutely got to be a pass ball.
Boy, it got Kevin right on the wrist.
Man at third, though, with 1 out. A 1-0 count on Anderson. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a single in the first.
Let's take a look at our Kia. Give it everything. And Tim Anderson is definitely giving it everything when he's facing a slider. Top batting average versus slider this season, 360. Springer in there, 341. Kevin Pillar, 330 versus slider.
Anderson shooting one out to the alley in right center field. That's going to go for extra bases. A run will come home. Anderson with a 2-hit game. Picks up his 30th double and 52nd run batted in.
He's hit the ball to all fields in this 2 games so far, including a home run to left, double to right center. 4th hit of the series. Hard of the plate on a fastball, though. You get a fastball by him on the inner half. We showed that earlier in our tools of the trade, but that one out over the plate. He put past at it, drove it right center field.
So 2 doubles allowed by Heaney here in this 5th inning. This was a base hit to center. Anderson's going to be waved around. Goodwin comes up firing. The throw is cut off.
That's a good decision by Albert. Not a good decision there by Moncada when you're down.
Not at all. I agree with you. The Angels will take that out easily. That's the 2nd out of the inning.
Albert saw that out of the corner of his eye. What a nice decision by Albert to cut that one off. Want to throw in from Goody.
That's a rally killer.
Yeah. You all of a sudden have some serious momentum going. You're only down by 3. And you would have Abreu at the plate with a man on first. Instead, no one on base, 2 outs. Charged it well, Goody. But Albert wisely cuts that off. He sees out a corner of his eye. He's going to get an easy out.
Base is clear for Abreu. It's a 7-4 game.
And for a guy to lead in base in the American League, I should say in RBI, you'd love seeing him come into play with no one on.
Pulled foul. 1-1.
Think of late from this White Sox team. They don't give up as far as on the offensive side late. Put together some rallies against some teams over the last few weeks. Right back in the game now. Moncada, not a good decision to try to go to second.
That hit him in the back leg. A breaking ball. Almost looked like he was trying to hurdle over that pitch and ended up bearing down on his right leg. Second time he's been hit by a pitch.
That breaking ball. Late break, right on the back knee. That one will be sore the rest of the game, and definitely tomorrow with a day game.
Eloy Jimenez looks at a strike. There's some light action going in the Angels bullpen out of right center field. Andrew had been cruising after giving up the 2 runs in the first.
Whatever reason, that 5th inning is always the toughest when you have a lead like he did. You start looking ahead instead of thinking in terms of a 1, 2, 3, 5th.
Ground ball towards short. Simmons on the Rengifo. They force out Abreu. 7-4 Angels. Indiana Field, Shohei Ohtani with the triple, or I should say the cycle, in which he needed a single in his last at bat to accomplish it. And he absolutely did it. There's the double. There's a triple. That's very similar to the triple he hit last night, pulling that ball into the right field corner.
Very similar swings as far as early on to be able to get those extra base hits. Same thing tonight. Double right on the chalk there in left field, and then a home run to left field, single to right center. 7 Angels to hit for the cycle. Shohei Ohtani back on June 13. Trout, Biggins, Jeff Bannon, Dave Winfield, I remember that one well, was there for that one. Dan Ford, Jim Pagosi. Did it twice.
Joe is due up second, up to lead things off, as was the case in the 4th inning. Jose Ruiz, the new pitcher, replaces Jace Fry. 36th game, 1-2 and a 5.24 ERA. Upton pulls one out toward left, got that one off the end of the bat. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the 6th.
Ruiz fastball, firm 194, 98. Slider change. Shohei Ohtani tonight. Curveball, slices that one down the left field line. 2-run double. And then with 2 on in the 3rd, Ohtani, high fastball. Highest pitch he has hit out. Shearer goes the other way. And in the 4th inning, base hit. Tess Sanchez, not easy to get it by him. Ohtani up there swinging first pitch. He was trying to get that gapper. Left center field, with that speed, as quick as he got around the bases last night.
A 1 line and glove somehow by Ruiz. What a play. 2 down.
I don't know if that's fielding your position or your glove fielding the position. Follow through, pretty much right into the glove. Line drive, another solid swing by Shohei. You don't really have a whole lot of time to react on that one. That was right back at him as he got rid of that baseball.
It's a changeup. Pujols takes outside. Albert 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the third. That's pulled through the left side. A 2-out single. Multi-hit game for Pujols.
Say that a lot of late.
Yep. He'll take his batting average northward. Season high coming into play today at 253.
Still have been able to have quite a few conversations tonight. Although Albert's on singles, Abreu's on hit by pitches. And the conversations with Albert. Albert's feeling a little bit better about his position being on the base runner first.
Tough night for Cole. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And all those strikeouts have been in that, just like you saw that changeup, in the upper part of the strike zone. Ground ball. Anderson moves over. And Calhoun retired. We're off to the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-4. Angels lead it. And the Angels bullpen. See, he starts this inning. McCann, Collins, and Engel are the 3 due up for the Sox. He retired these 3 in order in the 4th inning. 2 strikeouts and a fly ball to right. Luke Bard warming.
Next pitch will be pitch number 90 for Heaney.
Two balls, 2 strikes. McCann with an RBI double back in the first. 23rd double, 54th run batted in. 2-2. And that's foul tipped into the mid. 1 away.
Good bounce back after falling behind 2-0. All-Star McCann.
6 strikeouts now for Andrew.
That fastball by him. Tried to pull that one. And able to catch up to that 94 away. 92nd pitch, 94. That's good to see from Heaney.
Collins, the catcher, has popped out, struck out. Talk about some of the teams early on. Atlanta's back out in front again. Washington Nationals leading them 5-1 in the 6th.
The Nationals were playing great coming into that series against the Braves. Yeah, they're going to be a dangerous team in the postseason.
2 down.
A lot of young players.
Yeah.
Wow. Their pitching staff has been coming around, and they can hit. And they're athletic. They can run. They can field. He even matched up pretty well the last time the Dodgers were in town down in Atlanta. now that seems to be the potential NLCS at some point.
Engel lifted a fly ball to shallow right in his last at bat. He's hitless tonight, 0 for 2. Fletcher gloves that one in foul territory. One ball, 2 strikes.
99th pitch, 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Heaney. Proven healthy at this moment. Hope he'll be able to finish off strong here for Heaney. Trying to even up his record now at 4.
And he strikes out the side. So we're through 6 in Chicago. The Angels up 7-4. He's out of the game. 6 solid innings. Angels up 7-4 here in the 7th.
8 strikeouts for Heaney. No walks.
Halos have the bottom third of their order. Andrew threw 99 pitches tonight. Simmons, Rengifo, and Smith.
Last 5 starts, 5 walks, 42 strikeouts for Heaney. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts per start. And you average that out for Heaney.
Anderton is 0 for 3. A line out, fly ball to left, and a ground ball to third. Skies this one out the left. Rengifo struck out his last plate appearance, 0 for 2 tonight. Ground ball toward the middle, and Anderson's got to commit on it. 2 down.
Even though he's made his fair share of errors at shortstop, Tim Anderson really good coming out of baseball with that strong throwing arm, off balance throw. Need to get a lot on it to get Rengifo.
Kevin Smith on board 3 times with a single and 2 walks. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Try to stay back in there a little longer to hit it to right. And that's one of those pitches he keeps saying he wants to be able to, at some point, turn on. Could have hit that one a long way. Upper part of the strike zone, left center.
Full count. And that is launched out to deep left field. He turned on that one. Big fly for Kevin Smith. 8-4 Halos.
That's what he's been looking to do, and he hit that one way out left center. Kevin Smith, 4th home run. What a day for him. 2 hits, 2 walks. The former White Sox going yard here. Gets those former mates way out left center. Inside part of the plate, brought his hands in, didn't look to go inside out. Brings the barrel of the bat and lifted that one a long way out left center. .427. Kevin Smith. Andrew Heaney and Doug White are still having a conversation.
Top of the order, Fletcher, 1 for 2 with a couple of walks. Two on. 2-2. Kevin Smith's home run, giving the Angels, should say, one of those runs back that the White Sox put on the board 2 innings ago. A little more cushion for that bullpen. Looks like Luis Garcia getting ready.
2 home runs tonight, 204 on the season. Encouraged to throw the ball back into play.
Now Amos is gone because of it. Great jersey, by the way.
Yeah.
3-2. Fletcher fouls it.
Is he famous now?
He is famous.
Yes.
Amos. Fletcher skies went out to center. Halos get a run on the Smith blast. Lead it 8-4.
Second home run, a magic number now to win the AL East for the Yankees at 11. Yo, 11 for the Yankees.
JD Martinez hit his 35th home run off of Aroldis Chapman, a 99-mile-per-hour fastball inside out into the bullpen.
How good is he hitting that ball that way? Remember early in the year where Justin Upton did a home run off of Jordan Hicks, who was what, 100 miles an hour fastball to right field?
Yep.
Wow.
Luis Garcia on the bump, facing 8-9-1.
And Kurt Suzuki hitting a home run off of Edwin Diaz, a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Walk-off varieties the other day for the Nationals.
Gave one up yesterday, didn't he? It wasn't a walk-off, but
another one, yes.
Gilmer Sanchez 0 for 2 with a fly to right to strike out. 58th appearance for Luis Garcia. He's 2-1 with a 4.39 ERA. 48 strikeouts, 31 walks in 55 innings. Little dribbler. Garcia off the mound. One down.
Nice job staying under control. Garcia field that one all in one motion through the first.
Ryan Goins pinch hitting here for Ryan Cordell. Goins a .260 average this year. 9 extra base hits, 10 RBIs. Cordell finishes 1 for 2 with a double. Top of the order, Tim Anderson on deck. 1-1. 1-2. Fastball at 98. And he got him to chase that splitter. Smith on to first to complete the strikeout. Low throw. Pujols can't dig it out. And all day to retire him. Now goes an error, and that's Kevin's first of the season.
Yeah, as soon as he threw the baseball, you see the frustration from Kevin. Good splitter. Did a nice job of keeping that baseball in front. Had time. Plants it, throws a low throw to first.
Anderson will bow with the man on. This is a strikeout for Luis. 2 for 3 night for Anderson. Single and a double. He's now batting .336. Eight-4 Halos. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 1-2.
Expand the strike zone. We haven't seen that a whole lot from Tim Anderson. Anytime we saw that really in the series after a fastball in from Heaney, and he got him to chase a changeup off the plate.
One, two, and he got him.
99-mile-an-hour fastball.
He goes, you know, I know you hit that slider pretty good. I'm going to challenge you with a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, and got by him.
So Moncada's coming up now. 2 outs.
Firm, that was by him, trying to somehow fight that one off, unable to do so.
No balls, 2 strikes.
So far between his split and his fastball. Very firm and under control and delivery of those pitches for Luis Garcia.
Just missed off the plate. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Garcia, but Goins reaching on the error by Smith. Check swing, and he did not go. Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty close to getting him to chase that pitch. See from this angle. Really nice job of holding up on that. Especially when you're dealing with a pitcher that can throw 98, 99.
Full count, and with that, 2 outs. Goins will be on the move from first. The left-handed batter up, Albert playing behind him. Here's the payoff. That's rolled off the foot or ankle area.
I'll try to walk that one off. Got him pretty good.
Abreu on deck. do it again. Goins takes off. Pull to the right side and a base hit. Goins will head over to third base. 2 on now with 2 outs. And here comes the White Sox first baseman.
The dangerous Jose Abreu coming up now. With 2 on. 100-mile-an-hour fastball, but down in middle of the plate.
Two out, 2 on. Abreu coming up. No official at bat for him tonight. Sac fly in the first inning, picking up his 108th RBI. And since then, he's been hit twice. Four-run lead for the Angels currently. Angels with 10 hits. Chicago with 7.
Garcia has been firm with his fastball, but you can't throw that at the heart of the plate, though.
Pretty good lead for Moncada over at first. 1-1. Did not go. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Pretty close. I think he was able to hold up on that, though.
Eloy Jimenez, the man on deck. Long hold for Garcia. 2-1, skied to left center field. Towering shot. Upton at the wall, then that is gone. A 3-run blast. And that 4-run lead is now 1. 4 RBI night for Abreu. 111 on the season.
Now 30 home runs. What a season Abreu has had for the White Sox. Runs on the inner half, and Abreu brought his hands in. Thigh high on that pitch, not above the belt inside.
So now his 4th season in which he's had 30 or more home runs, 100 and more runs batted in for Abreu. Here's Jimenez.
I remember hearing his name so often during the wintertime. So many clubs were inquiring about getting him in a trade. For the White Sox, you got to keep him around.
No doubt. 32 years of age, native of Cuba. No balls, 2 strikes on Jimenez. Jimenez tonight 0 for 3. 0-2 pitch. Jimenez went around, and the inning comes to an end. But what a crucial error, too, by Kevin Smith. If you think about it, it leads to 3 runs. Angels still on top by 1.
Every single run, but perhaps bigger news is that Andrew Heaney was able to fight back, bounce back, and find that fastball again. A lot of swings and misses, and Shohei Ohtani moved down in the lineup, paying some dividends. Only a triple away from his 2nd cycle of the season. He'll be up here very soon, but even more important, Victor, the bullpen becomes a factor again.
Well, no question about it. Speaking of bullpen, the White Sox have gone to theirs, as Ruiz is replaced by Evan Marshall. This will be his 46th game. 4-2 and a 3.15 ERA. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Halos here in the 8th. Goodwin, Upton, and Ohtani. Goin stays in the game. He's in right field.
Marshall 92, 95 fastball, slider, changeup. Expect Good to be ready first pitch fastball. And successful on it if he gets it.
Slider for a strike. Goodwin tonight, 1 for 3 with a single, walk, fly ball to center, and a strikeout. Looking. Ruiz worked 2 innings of relief for Chicago, gave up 2 hits, including that home run to Kevin Smith. That's the difference in the game right now. 8-7. Angels lead it. Pull to the right side. One down. All 3 runs that Garcia allowed in the bottom of that 7th inning, unearned runs because of the error. As Upton steps to the plate. Shohei on deck. Shohei a triple shy of the cycle tonight. Justin thought that pitch was a little bit down. No balls and a strike. Upton 1 for 4, singled and scored in the 3rd inning.
Whoa. I had some running action in on Upton. Had their slider down and away.
One, 2 for Marshall. Evens up the count. Shohei on deck. That is pulled foul.
It's out in front, but boy, you got a good part of the bat on that one.
That's off the glove of Collins, and it's a walk for Upton. Shohei Ohtani tonight. This was in the first, slicing that double in the left field corner, 2 RBIs. Then in the third inning, he came up, hit a towering shot to left, a 3-run blast. He's got 5 RBIs on the evening. In the fourth, a single, back up the middle. And then in the 6th inning, he got an off-speed pitch from Ruiz. He was trying to go back up the middle, and it was gloved by Ruiz, so he should be, or would have been, 4 for 4 had that ball gotten by him. Instead, he's 3 for 4, triple shot of the cycle.
And with 5 of them on the season and his speed, it's a strong possibility if he gets good contact, especially down the line. How far Owens is away from the line. Likes to throw his changeup line on a 1-2 count to a left-handed batter. That could be the pitch that Ohtani can hook and pull down the right field line.
One-two pitch, foul back. DJ
making the play
with the play in the Sox radio booth.
That's not unusual for him to make a nice defensive play.
Smart man using 2 hands. There he is. Engineer behind him saying, thank you very much.
Good hands, people.
Yeah. And Shohei strikes out on the off-speed pitch. 2 down. Looking up guys that had hit 2 cycles in the same season. And I found 2. Christian Yelich did it last year. And Aaron Hill did it for the Diamondbacks a couple of years ago.
Remember that with Aaron Hill. What didn't Christian Yelich do last year?
Right?
Wow.
Three big leaguers have hit for 3 cycles in their career. Adrian Beltre being one of them. Pujols 2 for 4, couple of singles and a run scored. Hey, Yelich one, hold on. Thought that was fairly close to each other. August 29th and then September 17th.
It's amazing. Becomes an important at bat for the Angels, and Albert Pujols only up by 1 now.
Left side, Anderson has it. Easy throw to first, and that'll do it for the Angels. We're off to the bottom of the 8th. Halos up a run. Halos up 8-7 here in the 8th inning. New pitcher on for the Angels. Tad Buttry on for the 64th time. 6-7 with a 4.12 ERA. McCann, Collins, and Engel coming up for Chicago. McCann 1 for 3, doubled home run in the first. Struck out the last 2 times. Up skies this one over to Cole. 1 away.
Oh, anticipating hitting something that part of the outfield. Runs that down rather easily.
Zach Collins coming to the plate, the catcher. Oh for 3. 2 strikeouts he's had tonight, both looking. A tough stretch for Ty since the All-Star break, Gooby.
Especially commanding of the strike zone and hitting his spots. So good the first half of the season.
Issued 3 walks at his performance the other afternoon against Oakland. Three balls, 1 strike. Is it a product of a guy that has lost some confidence?
Yeah. And sometimes when you feel like your arm is not there, you're not as strong as you once were. That, especially in the beginning of the season when he was up and in so many key moments. And if you don't feel like you're strong enough, you have a tendency to try to aim pitches, and that's what's got him.
3-2, and Collins strikes out. 2 down.
You see that life on his fastball. Late life, 98. Good follow through on that one too. With conviction behind it. For Ty.
Bouncer to third. Buttry with a 1-2-3 8th inning. We're off to the 9th. Angels on top 8-7. And some in. This will be his 49th game. 3-3 with a 6.96 ERA. And it has been a tough go for Herrera this year. Proud owner of a big arm, but it just hasn't worked out for him here in Chicago.
Yeah, still pretty firm. 94, 99. He'll throw a cutter, slider, and a changeup. Before a lot of fastballs, he's throwing a lot more changeups of late.
Signed a 2-year deal in the offseason.
We like to see Cole have a good at bat here. He's had a tough night at the plate so far. Change that all around with a good swing though.
Cole 0 for 4. 3 strikeouts and a ground out. Shoots this one out toward left. Slicing away from Jimenez. 1 away. Simba 0 for 4. Skydman to left his last time up. Nice swing. 1 out single.
We're going to try to manufacture a run now with Simba. 10 stolen bases. Brings his hands in and stays on top of that baseball very well for Simba. Level swing. He's popped up a lot of baseballs this year, but that was much better. Staying on top and lining that baseball in the left field.
Luis Rengifo 0 for 3 with a walk.
Called a balk on him.
Angel Hernandez calling it.
I was going to say, you can definitely run on Herrera. 9 stolen bases in 10 attempts.
Not sure what the block was there.
Unless he's saying he didn't come to a stop, looked like he did to me. The only reason and why you would make that call is you were made aware of that at some point by somebody on the coaching staff for the Angels, say he doesn't come to a complete stop. Plant that seed in the mind of an umpire when Herrera would come in the game.
Looks like he just did the exact same thing. As long as you do the exact same thing every time, you don't vary your set position or anything like that, or as your coming set, should be allowed.
It looked exactly the same.
See, that one was probably as close to a balk as possible. You got to set. Meaning you got to stop.
Stop. It used to be we had to stop and then redirect.
Right.
Now it's just make sure you come to a complete stop. And because you don't see a lot of teams stealing bases anymore, you really don't see balks called that often. I don't know how that's not a balk if the first one,
right,
that he called on him.
Herrera wanted to talk with Collins. 1-2 count on Luis.
Big run out there for Rengifo. Simba in second. 32 RBI for Luis Rengifo. Mike Trout mentioned before, could get a chance to swing the bat. Don't have to worry about running.
Kevin Smith's spot of the order coming up. Trout's come out to the on deck circle. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's nobody warming for the Angels, so I wonder if you get Ty Butcher to go out for a second inning.
Hazarobos went 2 innings last night, but what, 21 pitches.
And Rengifo goes down looking, borderline pitch, 2 outs.
And as soon as Trout is announced, Trout will probably be walked.
Yeah, with first base open, why would you pitch to him?
That pitch off the plate called a strike.
Yeah, sure enough, Joe McEwing giving the sides to Zach Collins to put Trout on.
And then you might as well probably see a pinch runner then. It's another walk for Trout. Got it on that on-base percentage.
Taylor Ward pinch runs for him.
.110th walk this year for Trout. 14th intentional base on balls.
And the pesky David Fletcher at the plate.
By the way, how cool is that? If you're Taylor Ward, you got the pinch run for Mike Trout, by the way.
Yeah. Got a story to tell.
Yep. It's all about the storytelling.
Fletcher 1 for 3 with a single. Also had a bases loaded walk, so he picked up an RBI in the third. 44th run batted in. Simmons at second. Ward at first. 2-1.
Right zone for Fletcher. Fletcher's so patient, so good as far as pitches in the zone. At the highest in-play rate versus pitches in the strike zone this year. 63.5%.
Three 1, full count. Head start for the guys on base. That's pulled foul. Simmons wasn't on the move.
Simba's got to get ready to roll here now.
The outfield, especially left and center, playing very shallow.
Why it's so important to get that good secondary lead and go and quick. If you're Simba, pretty good arms in the outfield for Chicago.
And a walk. They're loaded up for Goodwin.
Go back to my Hyundai key for the game today with Goody coming to plate late in the game. Magics, he still have it working again tonight. Rocking the paradise, trying to get those add-on runs here in the 9th inning against the White Sox. Goody's been real good as far as home runs late.
Eight walks issued by White Sox pitchers today. Fletcher has 3 of them. 1-0.
So far only 2 have scored though. This is the ones you really have to make a pay for it.
Goodwin 1 for 4 with a single and a walk. 2 runs scored. Getting to start out at center field for Trout, dealing with that toe injury. Halos up a run here, 8-7. This is pulled and gloved by Abreu. Robs Goodwin Well, some insurance runs for the Angels, so the Halos will take a 1-run lead heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Rayo swinging the bat well, but playing a nice defensive first base on that liner from Goody. Angels up by 1.
Halos up 8-7, trying to make it 2 in a row against the Sox. And Hansel Robles on relief. Picked up the win last night. 2 hitless innings, 3 strikeouts, 21 pitches. And here in this 9th inning, the Sox will have Yolmer Sanchez, Ryan Goins, and Tim Anderson coming up. Anthony Bemboom, the new catcher. Michael Hermosillo, the new left fielder. Yolmer Sanchez 0 for 3. Starting second baseman tonight. No balls, 2 strikes.
Runs that fastball upper part of the strike zone.
Got another one at 97 and fouled it back. This one rolled down the line, just fouled.
That's one of those dangerous ones right by the bag.
Sanchez with very good speed, so you got to keep him off the base paths. Ryan Goins on deck. The 0-2 once again.
He's pulled that change up a little bit more so. He wanted to go down in the way, ended up being inside part of the plate.
Hansel ready. Here comes the 1-2. Overthrown fastball. Last night, Gooby, he looked really good.
His changeup was excellent. The feel for that pitch, his fastball velocity, his pace, hit his spots so well. Whether it was a quick pitch or that hesitation, he had it all working. It was all set up by his changeup and the feel for that pitch last night.
To me, does it seem like he's flying a little bit?
Yeah, he's not as comfortable as we've seen for a long, long stretch. He's been great. Look at how long and how consistent he has been. Those numbers versus 19 straight batters.
Two. And he got him. Good off-speed pitch. Good location. 1 down.
Yeah, that front shoulder just opening up a little bit more than we saw the last few times out there. Understandable after 2 innings last night. Front shoulder opened up, but still stayed back long enough. You can still deliver the baseball well, even if that front shoulder opens up quickly, as long as you get the arm in a good arm slot, and he did with his changeup.
Goins pinch hit in the 7th, reached on the error by Kevin Smith. He did strike out and reached, scored on the 3-run home run.
Go back to his mechanics, that balance. He's had such good balance on that pitching rubber and driving towards home. He really gets a good stride, that toe pointing right towards the target. Excellent as far as delivery and balance for Hansel Robles.
Time called. No balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order, Tim Anderson on deck. 0-2. Hoping he would expand, did not. Infield playing Goins a little bit to pull with Simmons shading toward the middle. It's a good one out toward left center a little bit more so. Bouncer back up the middle. There's Anderson. Perfect. 2 down.
One Tim Anderson coming up with no one on the way. He's been hitting the ball to all fields so well on all pitches.
Two outs, nobody on. Anderson's had a 2-for-4 game with a single and a double. The other 2 times up, he has struck out. One ball, no strikes.
Tried to bring that one back a little bit off the plate. Oh, plate umpire says that's about 6-7 inches off the plate, which it looked like from our angle it was that far off. Van Boom setting the target, tried to bring it back. Pretty good job of trying to bring it back quickly, but clearly out of the zone.
Two balls, no strikes. First batter's falling behind on. Moncada, the switch hitting third baseman's on deck.
Keep in mind, Tim Anderson with real good speed as well. 16 stolen bases.
Frank Anderson was taken the whole way.
Kind of happy he was. That's right in that happy zone for him on the inner half there. You can pitch him inside, but it's got to be above the belt.
(3-1). Anderson lines one out to center field. Goodwin is there. Light that baby up for the second consecutive night here in Chicago tonight. The Angels win it 8-7.
And the 20th save of the season for Hansel Robles. Shohei Ohtani, big game today. 5 RBI, career high 5 RBI. Their Land Rover above and beyond player of the game, Shohei Ohtani. 3 for 5, 2-run double, 3-run home run. He also had a single line back to the pitcher. Our Land Rover above and beyond player of the game, Shohei Ohtani's back. 4 extra base hits in the last 2 nights for Ohtani. 2 doubles, a triple, home run for Showtime.
Andrew Heaney picks up the win, Gooby, and I mean, you'll look at the line. And it looks all right with the 4 runs allowed, but he really was helped out because of the offense of Shohei Ohtani, who fell a triple shy of the cycle.
And very good, very comfortable from the get-go. First inning, hit the double, sliced it down the left field line. This one, a high fastball, brought his hands up, and he hits that way out left center field. 4th inning, coming up, lines a single. You think, okay, he's got a shot. Go hit for the cycle for the 2nd time this year. And line back drive right back up the middle. Eventually, the Angels hold on. It got close for the White Sox, but Hanser Robles, the taker, picking up his 20th save of the season.
He did a really nice job today. The offense overall came out swinging early. And Heaney, even though he gave up those 2 runs in the first inning, settled down and threw the ball well.
He did a nice job as far as bouncing back and making some adjustments. He started the pitch inside like we talked about needing to do so, and then he got a better feel for his slider, and he had some great depth to his slider. Able to pick up 8 strikeouts, no walks again. Last 5 starts, 5 walks, 42 strikeouts for Heendog.
He's done a really nice job. As you mentioned, Shohei Ohtani did a terrific job offensively, falling a triple shy of the cycle. He's our player of the game. Let's go to Jose Mota. Jose.
Victor, Shohei, first of all, let's see. Your teammates remind you about that triple last time out. What were you thinking about it?
あと3塁打でサイクルラウンド達成でしたけど、チームメイトから試合途中でいろいろ言われたりしましたか？リーチかかった。いや、何も言われなかったです。まあ前も言われなかったですし。はい。Yeah, no one said anything to me, and the last time I did hit for the cycle, no one said anything to me, so I think they try to keep it the same.
So a great game today overall, the 5 RBIs, but how nice is it to get some results?
全体的に3安打5打点と素晴らしい結果でしたけど、最近あんまり結果出ない中こういう風に活躍できたってことはどういう意味を持ちますでしょうか。まあいいきっかけになればいいかなと思いますし、まあ安定してそういうバッティングができればもっといいんじゃないかなと思います。Yeah, hopefully this is the start of something nice and good run maybe, and hopefully I just want to keep my consistent. I want to be more consistent throughout the season.
Shohei, what difference does it make to you when you're being moved down in the lineup to see more guys ahead of you and the way they're being pitched to?
まあ打順を3番から昨日は5番、4番とちょっと下がってますけど、その分多く前のバッターの打席見られたりしていい効果とかはあったりするんでしょうか。もしくは特に効果はないというか。まあ特にあんまり深くは考えてないですけど、まあ違う景色っていうのもまあいいんじゃないかなと思うので、まあ監督もそういう気分転換も込めてこうしてくれてるのかなと思うので、まあ何度かいい結果を残したいなとは思ってます。Yeah, I don't really think too deeply about where I'm hitting in the lineup, but I'm pretty sure Brad just wanted me to see a different scenery and try to keep it fresh for me. So I think it's working right now.
Many people are wondering about the helmet. Does it make a big difference?
ヘルメットみんな気になってると思うんですけど、最近フェイスガード取れて、フェイスガードをなくして落ちなくなったんですけど、そこら辺はどう思ってますか？はい、まあなるべく落ちないように、あってもなくても落ちないようにしたいなと思ってます。I'm trying my best to keep it on, and hopefully when I get the face guard back, it will stay on this time.
And loudly, thank you so much, you two, Ippei. Shohei, on rehabbing and the elbow and everything that you've got going in terms of that program, where are you at in terms of your pitching and the next steps to follow?
まあピッチングのリハビリは今はどういう段階なんでしょうか。あと次のステップはどのようなステップになるんでしょうか。この1週間ノースローなので、まあちょっと休んでまた次強度上げて、投げれればバッターに投げれるんじゃないかなと思ってます。So I have this whole week off of throwing. And hopefully, once the next week starts, I can start throwing harder, raise my intensity, and hopefully start facing hitters soon.
Shohei, Ippei, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much. Well done. Very nice game. Shohei in his bat with his legs. They needed all of them. The Angels beating the White Sox, and this swing is back. Good to see him spray around. Angels Live presented by Nissan. Coming up is Mark Gubicza will join me here in the booth from Guaranteed Rate Field here in Chicago.